Hey everybody, hope you all doing alright. So here's some chicken scratch on, I didn't really do the best job explaining to it, so I don't really think I'm going to read the words I actually wrote, but the idea is, words on why I feel martial arts is called the martial art, which, I don't know the exact definition of the word martial, but I'm pretty sure it's like higher up or one of the highest, or if not the highest rank or position or level. So by calling martial arts the martial art, they're essentially calling it the highest art that one can do, or the highest art. And I think one of the reasons, or a reason, or possible reason why it's considered that, is because it's just the human body. I mean, even if the body was just, that's also why sex, I think, is also associated with, it's the movement of the human body essentially is the highest art. Also why singing, too, I mean, those three things really should be like, or singing stuff with the body, just with the body, like anything that's just done or just needs the human body in order to do, is going to be, in my opinion, the best representation of just a pure or a martial or the highest, most original form of art. Because there's just you. Like, there's nothing else that you're using. There's no other instrument, no other piece of matter, no other prop or person or thing or anything else being used in that moment, in that particular art project or thing that you're doing, other than yourself, your body, and what you've learned. And thus the information, the energy that you have, is then being translated through whatever movement it is you're doing, whether it's making love or whether it's fighting or singing, or those three things come to mind. Even meditation or yoga, movement, moving the human body. And for me, this is one of the reasons why I like fighting so much. It isn't so much hurting people. In fact, I actually hate that part about fighting. But it's the movement, like being able to move, like the feeling of punching and swinging a sword and running and like twirling around and like moving my hands the way I move my hands, like all that shit I love to do. I love moving. It's one of my favorite things. Traveling, like adventuring, exploring new shit. Like, I love doing that. And every time that you are doing that and you go somewhere new, or even if it's the same place that you've been, but it's a new moment, that's a new piece of information that you're absorbing, that you're experiencing, that you're becoming, and to an extent. So this is why I think that, and I'll do a better video and a more in-depth video as to why martial arts is going to be a key factor in defeating these evil ones, because it is the martial art. And it's like all this stuff, especially martial arts, I say especially because it has to do with defending and protecting, comes from the Most Highs, and it's another thing in the Bible that isn't taught at all is martial arts or yoga, or going into, being, and integrating that into life, being able to fight and all these types of things. Because it's a very important thing that humanity has always had a close relationship with, but we've also lost touch with here in America, largely, especially because we're so westernized, we're so modern, we're so technology driven. And in doing so, we've lost touch with a lot of the vintageness that is us, that is of our past, that we came from. And I think this is also part of the reason why there's so much disconnect and so much of an empty void here in America, is because we're literally living in an area that's away from our roots, and it's moving farther and further away from our roots at ever increasing speeds. And our souls know that this doesn't feel good, and it's wrong, or we don't like the way it feels. And so it's like, it's every single day, like there's something in us that we're like, this is fucked up, we're moving in the wrong direction, like we don't like this, and yet we're still continuing to move here. But it feels wrong because it's alien, it's foreign to us, and it also, like, where it's going is not the most harmonious place. So, and because our soul, good human beings, come from a harmonious place, like, because we're going somewhere that's not harmonious, like, our souls know that where we're going isn't good, and it's not good, and they're warning us, and these feelings that we're feeling are telling us something. And it would be our good due diligence to listen to this pain and to do something with it. But a lot of people get this pain mixed up with other things in their lives, and so it gets misplaced a lot of the times, and I do it to myself too. So anyways, and just me speaking about it is actually bringing light to the fact that, yes, it's here, and like this is all here for a reason. This pain that we're feeling, that I wake up feeling every morning and I go through my day, is here for a reason, for me, myself, and the collective to change. So it's either that or fall victim and succumb and snowball and go down into my fucking pit of hell. I can go that way, or I can grow. It's up to me, you know, because I know I'm not happy here. Like, it's not, this is why it's never like, once I became old enough and I realized enough about this reality, like, it was more, I knew it wasn't going to fulfill me. Like, nothing, I looked around, all the jobs, all like the colleges, like the ideas, like where I see other people going, none of it ever resonated with me, ever really resonated with me. And I know that's because I was never meant to fit into this. If it did resonate with me, there's be no way I could ever change this reality if I was fitting in with it. So that's why, like, in order to really change something, you have to be able to see that which you're trying to change from a different perspective, from an outside perspective. And the farther you can remove yourself from the attachment in the situation, the better view you're going to have abstractively of the entire situation. And therefore, the better you're going to be able to change the situation to your better, because you're going to be able to see all the little things that make up that situation from that much of a better angle or vantage point. So, anyways, I got a little off tangent again here, but I just want to share some stuff with you guys. All right, love y'all. Take care. Bye.